Peace and blessings, family. I'm Jaden Israel. Welcome to Kingdom Economics. How you feeling out there? Hopefully everything is well with you. Let me go ahead and check YouTube Studio to make sure we are Gucci. Family, I just had some problems with the live. I attempted to go live at 5:30. I was on time, but for some reason I wasn't able to go live. Now that I'm checking YouTube Studio, it says excellent condition. Everything looks all right. All right. And if anything happens, I'll be monitoring the live stream so I can adjust and fix the problem. All right, excellent. Welcome to Kingdom Economics. Family, we speak about two things that many church folks say don't go together: the Bible and money. That's right, I said the Bible and money. Check it out. They do go together. Last week, my wife and I, we released an exclusive live stream speaking about the verse where it says, money answers all things. That's right, it do say that in the Bible. And tonight we are going to continue to speak about economics and the scriptures. The title of today's live: Make the Move. Seizing opportunity like Israel leaving Egypt. As you can see on my shirt, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. For those who are celebrating Chag Hamatzot, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, I like to say to you, happy Feast of Unleavened Bread. Now, there are so many biblical principles on wealth. Tonight, we are going to talk about a biblical principle on wealth. The Israelites had the opportunity to leave bondage, to leave Egypt. We're going to get into it, family. We're going to share a few scriptures, and we're going to look into the biblical wealth principle of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But before we get into that, family, let me go ahead and just run down these announcements. They are special, they are valuable, and check it out. I got some free gifts for you. Since we are in the time of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, let me go ahead and share on screen these free goodies. From yesterday's video, Protect Your Legacy. If you didn't see this, I feel sorry for you. Shame on you. Watch this video, family. This was a masterclass given by my better half. My wife, she gave us the game. She gave us a blueprint on estate planning. Generational wealth ain't possible without estate planning. Big screen. Generational wealth is not possible without estate planning. And my wife, she gave us the game yesterday. So if you're about generational wealth, if you like to provide wealth to your children, to your children's children, if you want to pass on your legacy, if you like to protect your legacy, watch this video. Also, execute on the information. This was a masterclass. Family, when the live stream was over, I got upset with my wife. You did what, Jaden? I got upset with my wife. Why? Because she gave this information out for free. She didn't charge for it. So family, do yourself a favor. Better yet, do your family a favor. Do your family a favor. Watch this video and apply the information. Protect your legacy. Estate Planning Masterclass protects your legacy, wills, trusts, and documents. Now, for example, you can go below any of the videos that you see, or you can go below the video that you're watching right now. Go below this video, click on the description. And when you do so, family, check this out. Want to build wealth with discipline? Trading Mastery course. My wife and I, we are stock market investors. We do not teach you how to gamble. We teach you how to invest. We teach you a skill, family. Want to start learning Hebrew? You want to go deeper in your studies? If you'd like to speak the language that Yeshua, the Messiah, spoke, Hebrew Mastery Bundle, recommended. At the end of this course, you will learn how to read, speak, understand, and write Hebrew. All Hebrew courses. We have courses also for children, and we have Gematria. As a licensed minister, it is my honor and privilege to teach Trading Mastery course and Biblical Hebrew courses. Now, free goodies. I told you, family, we are in the time of giving. Free goodies. Free goodies. 30 words in Paleo Hebrew, Biblical Hebrew, and English. Video tutorial, free PDF download. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and English, which you won't get in the Bible. You can only get it right here. Video, free PDF download. The 10 Commandments in Hebrew and English, video, PDF. Hero Israel Prayer, the Shema Prayer in Hebrew and English, video, PDF. And the Priestly Blessing, Hebrew, English, the benediction. We close out Friday service with the benediction. You guessed it, video and PDF download. Kavod, Kingdom Apparel. You can rock clothing that you see like this, clothing on the kingdom, and clothing on financial literacy. Let's go. Also, in the announcements, support the ministry. Patreon for exclusive content that we're not going to put on YouTube. Patreon, Cash App, PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, and the YouTube Super Chat are ways you can support the ministry. This channel is monetized. For those seeking financial literacy, generational wealth, and spiritual growth, you are welcome here. Faith, finance, freedom. Family, no matter your denomination, forget all that. If you're about financial literacy, generational wealth, spiritual growth, you're in the right place. If you like to debate and argue and fight all day, you're in the wrong place. Get the heck out of here. Respectfully. All right, family. So now for our schedule, what you want to do is go below the super cool, awesome banner designed by yours truly, by my wife and I. To the left is my better half. To the right is her weaker vessel. I'll be here all day. Click where it says more to get our schedule. Market Mastery Live. Tuesdays, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Financial literacy, strategic investing, generational wealth. Kingdom Economics. Wednesdays, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Biblical wealth principles and wisdom for financial stewardship. Spiritual elevation service. Fridays, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Time. Preaching, praise music, and prayer to strengthen your faith and renew your spirit. Motivation Monday. Shorts, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Time. Quick gems to start your week strong. All praises to the Most High. Peace and blessings. Jazz and Jaden Israel. Our links once again. Let's go. The title of today's live stream: Make the Move. Make the move. Seizing opportunity like Israel leaving Egypt. Now, family, my wife yesterday gave a free masterclass on estate planning. Just now, we revealed free goodies that we should have charged for, but we're not. So with all that said, family, we appreciate it if you go ahead and smash the like button and smash that subscribe button. We appreciate the support. We are doing something here that many won't, and that's speaking about the Bible and money. All right, YouTube Studio says excellent condition, so that's good. And by the way, if you're wondering where I'm streaming from, I'm streaming from OBS Studio. I switched back to OBS because of the creative control that I have here. As you can see, we made some improvements around here. We got a new setup over here. Look at this office, family. We made some adjustments around here. Changed the logo, changed the brand. We upgrading around here. Why? Because we made that move. My wife and I, we made that move to change the direction of this channel. Now, if you know me from before, you know I can be crazy. You already know I'm crazy. Family, you know I'm psycho. But you know what? It's in a good way. I'm crazy in a good way. My wife and I, we made that move. We made the changes to this platform because for those who know me, those the day ones, you guys know. The content from the past ain't the content that we are recently putting out. We have made the adjustments. We have upgraded this platform, and it was time, family. It was overdue. My wife and I, we made the move. We seized the opportunity, and we're moving on up. We're moving on up, family, and we hope the same for you. We hope that you are making that move in your life. You are making that decision. You are seizing that opportunity like the children of Israel. We are in the time of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. If you celebrate it, I know that not everybody celebrates the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Trust me, this is not another thing to argue about or to fight about. If you're here to debate, you're on the wrong channel. Get the heck out of here. Now, the old Jaden, he would entertain that. But today's Jaden, we ain't putting up with that. We ain't putting up with no master debaters. Master debaters are not allowed on this platform. Once upon a time, I allowed them to come on here. But now, we kick them out. They cannot come on this platform. It was needed to get rid of those who are not given value. And family, I was given a platform to those who just wanted to fight and argue over the silliest things. What you mean? Oh, you celebrate the Feast of Unleavened Bread? Don't you know that's done away with? Well, you know what? It's not even worth my time to argue or discuss whether we should or should not celebrate the day. It's on you. Wherever the research that you have has led you, if you want to honor the Feast of Unleavened Bread, go ahead. If you don't, if you're not convinced, hey, you're not convinced. But I'm not going to allow arguing bubble clots to come on this platform and mess things up around here. I've learned from my mistakes, and family, we've made that move. We segue, we transition, and we're moving on up. Make the move. Seize an opportunity like Israel leaving Egypt. Real quick, family, give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and run this commercial because my light just went out. Let me go ahead and turn on my light. You guys don't probably notice it, but I got this light that's beaming. Well, it was beaming right in front of me. It's off. Give me 1 second after I run this commercial. All right, family, thank you for being patient with me. Check YouTube Studio one more time. It says stream is healthy. Okay. I think I might have solved the issue. All right. Now, oh, hey, babe, can you turn on the light? It just went off again. I just turned it on and it just turned off again. Thank you so much. It's real sensitive light. And then just hit right there. There you go. Thank you. Make the move. Kingdom economics. It went out again, baby. It's a real sensitive light. But so far, no issues with the live stream. No issues with the live stream, babe.
That's good.
Yeah. I think what it was what was it, the spam blocker? Was it
The
the
VPN, yeah.
yeah, the what do you call that? The virus blocker?
Yeah, you could just, the virus, or you could just, the VPN.
Yeah, the VPN. Yeah, I think it was like running a lot of maybe a lot of, it took a lot of energy, it was running a lot of memory. I'm trying to think of the right term.
Yeah.
But I think that solved it because, as you can see, family, also the mistakes are free. It's on the house. It's my pleasure. Not charging for them, not deleting them. But yeah, so far the stream has been healthy. It has not went out one time. And we're running this on OBS, which is a free platform. If you like to go ahead and get started with content creating, if you like to make the move in becoming a content creator, if you like to make that move, family, I strongly recommend OBS. It's absolutely free and you have a lot of creative control. I chose it because of the creative control, not because it's free, but because of the abilities that I have that I don't have with Melon streaming. I was streaming on Melon, but it had its limitations. I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like how the green screen looked. I just didn't like the whole overall presentation, but I get it. Hey, if you just want to film and go, then that's for you. But if you're like me, you're kind of a dork, you kind of like to tweak stuff. If you're good at tweaking, then OBS is good for you. But I'll tell you, it's going to take you a little practice because y'all know me. Y'all see my early live streams. It made y'all say, oh, BS. Jaden, oh, BS. My live streams were, oh, BS. But as anything, you just practice, you stick with it, and you get better over time. And I'm so happy with this platform. It looks great, sounds great, and functions great. Now, if you desire to become a content creator, to start your YouTube, which I strongly encourage you to do, I've made videos encouraging you, family, to start your YouTube channel. Family, this channel is monetized. And I encourage you to start your YouTube so that your channel can be monetized, so that your skill set, your mission, your ministry, whatever the content that you present, you can be monetized for the teachings that you provide the people, because you deserve to be paid. You deserve to get paid. You deserve to get paid, family. Your information is valuable. You have game that nobody else has, and you have to share that. You got to put it out there. The Most High has called you to share the information to the people. You can't just keep it to yourself, family. You got to share that information. You have to make the move. You have to seize that opportunity, like Israel leaving Egypt. And guess what? I'm not preaching tonight. My wife's a witness. I'm not preaching tonight. I'm hanging out with y'all. I'm kicking it. This is Cool, Calm, and Collective Jaden. This is Jaden without the coffee. Man, I wish I had some coffee right now. But I had to lay off the coffee. I used to drink coffee like every day, family, to the point where I felt like I needed it. I couldn't function without my hit of coffee. So I had to limit the amount of coffee intake. And I think it's calmed me down. But you know what? If you like to see crazy Jaden, if you like to see me turn up, hang out with us on Fridays at 7:00 p.m. Pacific time. Spiritual elevation service. I'm a preacher, bro. You know what, Jaden? I'm a preacher, bro. That's what I am, family. All glory to the Most High. Now, I'm going to share a few scriptures with you, family. I'm not going to be long tonight, especially since I went on earlier. The live stream didn't go out. I had trouble with the live stream, so I had to try again, repost, and here I am, family. Because of time, this is going to be a shorter live stream, but I like to encourage you, family, whatever goal that you have, whatever the goal is, in righteousness, Whatever the mission is in righteousness, check it. Whatever the desire is in righteousness, it's yours. Like Tila Rock, it's yours. It's yours, family. It's all yours. Like Tila Rock and DJ Jazzy J. It's yours. However, you got to do your part. You have to do your part, fam. You have to seize that opportunity that the Most High has presented you. The Most High has presented a present. See what I did there? He presented a present that you desire, that you dream of, that you can't stop thinking about. Guess what? It's yours. You know what you got to do. Seize that opportunity. Like the Israelites leaving Egypt. Let's go to the scriptures, because I'm going to start preaching. If not, I'm just going to start blabbing. I'm just start yapping and going on and on. It's going to turn into a sermon, but I'm not preaching tonight. I got to save that excitement for Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Shameless plug. All right, family. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get some scripture, because we are speaking about the Bible and money. We are speaking about what many won't and many don't. Let's go to Blue Letter Bible. We are going to go to Exodus 12:33. Just going to read a few scripts and we good. Exodus 12:33. If you want to show off, Shemot, which means names. Shemot, names. Exodus chapter 12, verse 33. The word of God says, "And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men." Now the word men right here is italicized. It's added by the translators to make it make sense in English, but technically it says, we all dead. It says, we be all dead. They sound like they're from Stockton. We be all dead men. That's Stocktified language right here. I live in Stockton, family, unfortunately. Okay, fortunately. I have like a love-hate relationship. I think it's time to make the move. to make the move out of Egypt, which is Stockton. Stockton is Egypt. It's today's Egypt. All right, family. All righty then. Now, it says, "And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men." Let's go to Exodus 12:39. Just scroll on down. The word of God says, "And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual." That's that KJV language. "Nor had they prepared any provisions for themselves," as it says in the ESV. Now, I'm highlighting these two verses to show There was no delay. It says that they might send them out of the land in haste. In haste, in a hurry. They got to go. That's how the Egyptians was feeling. We got to get these Israelites up out of here. For if you're familiar with the story, family, the plagues that hit Egypt, the 10 plagues of Egypt, for the Most High, was punishing Egypt. The Most High was punishing Pharaoh and Egypt where it came to the point that the Egyptians were saying, you know what? These people got to go. These Israelites cannot be here. That they may send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men. Verse 39, and they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they had brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, in the highlighter, and could not tarry. They could not wait. The Israelites, they could not tarry. They could not wait. Nobody says tarry anymore, at least not around here. As it says in the ESV, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not wait. As we see the pattern here, there was no delay. The Israelites were thrust out of Egypt, and the Israelites, they could not wait. Nor had they prepared any provisions for themselves. And what they had, family, was unleavened bread. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough, which they had brought out of Egypt. Question: have you ever had unleavened bread before? You probably have in church, communion, the little crackers. That's unleavened bread. Question: do you like unleavened bread? Unleavened bread, family? At least the ones the crackers that you eat at communion, the ones that you buy at the store, no offense, no disrespect, but it's nasty. It's nasty, family. Check it out. My wife and I, we prefer to make our own unleavened bread. That's just a sidebar. It's a side note. But if you've had communion before, you know, with the little wine or the grape juice and with the cracker, that cracker right there is unleavened bread. And it's made by the Jewish community. They make it, they bake it. I believe it's like under 18 or 19 seconds or something like that. Adjust me if I'm wrong. I believe it's like between 18 and 19 seconds, just off the top of the dome. And that's how they go about it. And they sell it at the store. That way you can get it, you know, for your communion or for Passover or unleavened bread or however you get down, family. Now, the whole point is that this bread was on the go. They had to eat it on the go. Why? Because they were on the go. They were on the move. They were kicked out of Egypt, and they did not delay. The key is that the Israelites did not delay. What did they do? They made the move. They seized the opportunity of leaving Egypt. And it was all through the mighty hand of the Most High. It was all because of the Most High, who made it possible for the children of Israel to leave Egypt in haste, to be thrust out of Egypt in haste. They baked unleavened cakes because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not delay. They could not delay. Family, this is a financial principle. It's a what, Jaden? This is a financial principle. Opportunities often require speed and conviction. Fam, Egypt represents economic bondage, slavery, forced labor, no ownership, no inheritance, no wealth building. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Are you in economic bondage? Are you experiencing any of these situations? These are some situations here. Slavery, forced labor, no ownership, no inheritance, no wealth building. Are you experiencing any of these issues? Any of these problems? If you are experiencing economic bondage. This is a wealth principle. Let's go through them. Okay, slavery. Slavery has been, what's the word I'm looking for? It's been abolished since 1865. Now, this country's not perfect. We have our problems, family. And I got to say this, and this is out of love. I love our people. I love our community. I love the black community, family. And I'm saying this out of love, being mixed, being mulatto, being light-skinned. But check it. We still have problems here in America. Now, if you want to call slavery, this is a very cushy one. I tell you what, you got those that say we're in slavery today. I tell you what, if it is, it's very comfortable. Because the times we are living in now cannot be compared to the times of our ancestors. They can't be. Our ancestors had it way worse. It's not even comparison. It can't even be compared, family. That's just how I feel about it. That's how I analyze it. And it's facts. We have freedom today, family. But I understand at the same time, there are some business behind the scenes. I'll put it that way. Without being a, what's the word I'm looking for? A conspiracy theorist, which I'm not. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but if you are, shout out to you. But we still experience problems here. There's still economic oppression as well. It's just you don't see it. It's not right in our face. It's not blatant. It's behind the scenes. The oppression is behind the scenes. It's strategic. But if you see it in the way how our so-called culture is promoted in the propaganda, on the internet, on TV, they promote to us all the things that are contrary to righteous living. They don't promote to us a lifestyle. They promote to us a death style. They don't promote to us biblical freedom. They promote to us spiritual slavery. Who's the us? The people behind the scenes. Whoever they are. If I'm speaking about you, you know who you are. Without the Most High, you're in slavery. You're in spiritual slavery. And when we look at the history of this country, and when we look at the numbers, we look at the the economics, our community, the Black community, still suffers through economic oppression. But that's all right. Why? Because you can make that move. You can seize that opportunity like the Israelites in Egypt. You don't have to stay a slave. You don't have to stay a slave. There's no power in a victim mentality. Come on now. Family, is there power in a victim mentality? Is there power in feeling sorry for yourself? Guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your complaining, your whining, your moaning. They want you to feel sorry for yourself. Who's the they? You know who they are. We know who they are. No, they know who they are. How's that? Who's they? Them. That's who they are. Them. They're not like us. Okay. Forced labor. The Israelites had to endure forced labor. Now, I'm pretty sure here in America, we do not have to experience forced labor. Now, it's unfortunate because throughout the world, there are countries that still experience this. I tell you what now, you may not be forced to do that labor, but I bet that some of y'all have some jobs that feels like forced labor. Come on. I bet that some of y'all have some jobs that you wish you can quit right now. I bet that some of y'all have some jobs that you wish you could have quit yesterday. Because you know them jobs ain't for you. You know those jobs do not fulfill your purpose. You know that you're underpaid, you're undervalued, and you want to tell the boss to kiss your ass. You want to tell the boss to kiss your black ass. I know you want to say that, but you can't because you got to keep a job. I feel you. I get it. However, are you in the place you truly want to be? Are you truly free? If you're in this situation, you are in economic Egypt. Economic bondage. I know you don't want to do that job. I know you hate that job. And your co-workers suck. I totally get it. I know you don't like them people. Who's they? Them. No ownership. The Israelites, they didn't have ownership. They were slaves. When we look at the modern world, it wasn't too long ago that our ancestors were slaves during chattel slavery. They couldn't own land. They couldn't own property. They didn't have rights. Today, at least in America, you have the opportunity to seize land, and you have what our ancestors did not have. You have rights. You have freedoms. You can make choices. You can choose to make that move, to seize opportunities like the Israelites in Egypt. Before they was kicked out, before they was thrust out in haste, they were slaves. They did not have ownership. However, through the power of the Most High, through the Most High's mighty hand, the Most High gave the Israelites a choice to make that move. To move from no ownership to ownership. Now, it wasn't overnight now. They had to go through their 40 years in the wilderness before they entered the promised land. Question. Do you own property? Fam, do you own property? If you don't, it's all right. It's all good because you have the opportunity to seize ownership. The Most High has presented a present, which is ownership. All you got to do is take it. Do your part. The Most High always does his part. Always. Never fails. The Most High never fails on his promises. And that was a promise to the Israelites, that he will deliver the Israelites from bondage. And that's exactly what he did. However, it required the Israelites to make that move. They couldn't stay still. For if they didn't, history will be written differently. The book of Exodus wouldn't be the same book of Exodus we're reading today. I don't know, that would be really weird. That would be strange, right? If the Israelites never made that move, what would have happened? Something to think about. They seized the opportunity. And you can seize the opportunity by accepting that present of ownership from the Most High. And there's different ways to gain ownership. I understand buying property can be a challenge. At least you could buy a REIT. Do you know what a REIT is, family? A REIT? A real estate investment trust. REIT, which you can buy in the stock market. And you can receive dividends by owning REITs. So instead, you can buy a REIT. Hey, if your pockets are a little skinny, I understand. You can at least cop you a REIT. Let's get into ownership. Ownership is real black power. Ownership is true black power. Ownership, let's tap into it, family. All glory to the Most High. No inheritance. I know a lot of us can relate to this now. A lot of us did not inherit wealth. Some of us have. If you have received inheritance, if you had assets bestowed to you, salute to you. But if you like me, where you ain't received nothing, you ain't gonna receive nothing. Hey, I know what it is. I know how that feels. Guess what? You can be the one to create generational wealth for your seed. It starts with you. Not blaming our parents, our grandparents, or even our ancestors. It starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with us. As the children of God, it's our duty, our mission to create generational wealth. It's our mission to be like Moses, through the Most High to lead our children out of economic bondage. I got one of these from my wife. I got this from my wife right here. I got a fist bump. A fist pump. You call this a fist pump? That means I said something right. It starts with you. It starts with us. No wealth building. Now check it. Before I get to no wealth building, no inheritance. The Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt. In a land that wasn't theirs, a land they did not own, a land that they were strangers in. They were strangers in that land. For it is said in the scriptures, do not hate Esau, for he is your brother, and do not hate the Egyptian, for you are a stranger in his land. The Israelites were strangers in Egypt. Now, they learned a lot in Egypt. Egypt was like the United States of that day, of that time. Egypt, even to this very day, influences the world we live in. Egypt wasn't the first civilization. Well, that's debated. That's debated. That's a debate. I'm not a master debater. So if you want to do that, you're in the wrong place. It's arguably the first civilization, but it's not the first high culture. There's been other cultures that's existed before Egypt. Egypt is the flower. Egypt is the flower of Africa. When you look at its geography, its location, also it was a melting pot. You had different tribes of people coming in and out of Egypt. So Egypt was gifted with science and art and irrigation and advancement of society. However, even though the Israelites learned a lot in Egypt, they didn't have an inheritance. And they were not allowed to build wealth. Question. Are you wealth building? Are you wealth building, family? Be honest with me. You ain't got a lot to kick it. Are you wealth building? Wealth building is not taught enough in our community. And it's by design. I'm not complaining. I'm not being a grumpy. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's not taught enough. You have to search for it on YouTube, but you ain't got to search too hard for it when it comes to the music industry. Our music does not promote wealth building. It promotes the opposite of all of wealth building. It promotes the division of family. It promotes baby daddies, baby mamas. It promotes sex before marriage. Hello. It promotes diseases. It promotes pride. It promotes spending. Not investing, spending. The music industry teaches you to become a spender so that they can invest off of your spending. There's so many problems within our community, family. We are blessed, but we have our problems. And the music, if we allow it, I'm not saying you can't listen to some music now. I'm not saying that, family. You know me, I ain't religious, okay? I don't get down like that. I'm not uptight and religious. Now, if you want to go ahead and listen to some music, hey, that's fine. You know, there's a time and place for everything, you feel me? But if you allow that music to lead your life, you're going to be living a life that is repugnant before the Most High. That is disgusting before the Most High. The music industry promotes you to be a shopper. They promote you to become a trick. As my wife said, to be the borrower and not the lender, which is a consequence you find in Deuteronomy 28. That's a consequence. And when we live a life that does not align with the scriptures, you will reap the consequences and repercussions of Deuteronomy 28. And one of those are becoming a lender, becoming a borrower, and not a lender. Becoming a shopper and not an investor. Becoming a spender and not an investor. If you experience any of these things, slavery, spiritual slavery, forced labor, a job that you hate, no ownership, no inheritance, no wealth building, you are in economic Egypt. Now, in closing, we appreciate it, family. We appreciate it. You go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're getting value from this, we appreciate the support. All right. Now, in closing, when the Most High delivered Israel, the Israelites, they waited around. Okay, stop playing, Jaden. Jaden, stop playing. Okay. The Israelites, they moved immediately. When the Most High delivered Israel, the Israelites moved immediately. And they took wealth with them. They sure did. That's evidence right there. You know the Israelites was black. Talk to me. Not only did they move immediately, not only did they get the hell up out of Egypt, they took wealth with him. And even in the scriptures, I believe, I'm recalling on the top of my dome, it says that they borrowed gifts, or they borrowed items, they borrowed goods, a variety of goods. They borrowed, it chooses some scriptures, some translations say borrowed, but we know that was not the case because they did not give it back. Which is also facts that the Israelites were black. Come on now, talk to me. Let's go. When the Most High delivered Israel, the Israelites, they moved quickly. They took wealth with them. They entered a new economic future. Freedom requires movement. That's right, family. Freedom requires movements. Israel could not stay in Egypt and still be free. We heard them whine about it later. We hear them whine about it later. Oh, I wish we was in Egypt. I wish we was eating that watermelon and that barbecue chicken. Oh, I missed them collard greens and that chicken and that watermelon. Now we've heard the Israelites whine and complain when they were in the wilderness, talking about they wish they were still in Egypt. But check it. When this went down, when the Egyptians thrusted out the Israelites, they did not wait. They seized the opportunity by moving towards their freedom. Freedom requires movements. Even though they complained about it later, and we know that the first generation, the men, they got wiped out. They didn't make it to the promised land. Even with that said, when they were kicked out of Egypt, the Israelites, they didn't stay in Egypt. They seized their opportunity for freedom. Now, there are so many economic lessons in this powerful story, family. We find in Exodus. The Exodus story is so powerful. There's so many wealth principles in this. Now, here's some economic insights. Economic lesson. You cannot stay in bad investments. Come on now. Bad investments, which includes the person who you choose to date. Newsflash. The person you choose to marry is the biggest investment you will ever make. Choosing your spouse. Choosing who you want to be with for the rest of your life is the biggest decision, the biggest investment you'll ever make. You don't play your cards right, it's going to cost. It's going to cost everything you have. You're going to have to end up paying back. You're going to end up paying, family, for not playing your cards right. You don't play your cards right, the house of cards will fall. And you will pay up. We see it all the time with celebrities. We see it all the time with celebrities. Rushing into relationships. Bad investments. Sports betting. Don't get me started with sports betting. Oh my goodness. Who do they target? Question. Sports betting. Who do they target? That's right. They target our community, the Black community. 1 second, family. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I get this glare. Let me get this glare out the way. 1 second. There we go. Thank you, family. Sports betting. Hey, sports is cool. Sports is awesome. Sports is a blessing. But if you're gambling on sports now, from my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, but from my opinion, if you're going to gamble on sports, consider it money to blow. You got money to blow, to throw it away. Look at it like you got money you're willing to throw in the trash. If you get something back for it, hey, then you got to come up. But if not, it's in the trash. Look at it like extra money you're willing to lose. Don't look at it like an investment. It's gambling. They call it betting, sports gambling. And you notice that they promotes to our community by using celebrities. We see comedians, we see athletes promote sports betting. Instead of sports betting, become a stock market investor. It's the easiest money you'll ever make. It's the easiest money my wife and I make. Stock market investing. Hey, I'm just sharing, family. I'm just keeping the buck with y'all. It's the easiest. Bad investments, such as sports betting, shopping. Shopping is cool. I like shopping. It's cool. My wife likes shopping a lot more than I do. We both like shopping now. We like buying things, and that's cool. But when you are a shopaholic, when you are a spender, but you don't have no assets, that's a problem. You mean to tell me you love buying Nikes, but you don't own no Nike stock? That's a problem. You love shopping at Amazon, and hey, Amazon is the bomb, you feel me? But you don't own no Amazon? That's a problem. But you can change that. You can make that move. You can seize that opportunity. And you can become an investor. But it starts with having the mindset, family. It's about having the mindset of an investor. You have to think about your children, your children's children, your seed in the future, instead of thinking just about yourself. I encourage you to spend on yourself. Treat yourself. Celebrate your victories. Like the Israelites, when they were free, Exodus 15, Moses and Miriam, they partied. They celebrated. Celebrate your victories. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. But at the same time, invest for your seed. Invest for your legacy. As the children of God, let's be wise stewards of the blessings that He gives us. Let's allow our blessings to become a blessing. Let's allow our blessings to become blessings to our family and to all people. Some of y'all are afraid. Some of y'all think, Jaden, I can't be no investor. I don't know. That's for white people. Jaden, I don't know. That's for white people, Jaden. I don't know. I mean, I barely put up with your light-skinned ass. I don't know. This is investing. Oh, that's what white people do. No, it's not only what white people do. It's important to surround ourselves with people who know more than we do. With people who have a mindset that is on the most high. People that will make you better. People that will challenge you. People that will motivate you. And people that will help you. Get rid of fear. I get it. It's a natural emotion that you and I experience it. Yes, I even experience it. Every blue moon, I experience fear. It rarely happens. Sometimes it's a weird feeling. I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's fear. Okay, let me destroy it. Quick work. Fear is natural, family. It's natural for all of us to feel it, to experience it. It's part of our biology. It's what we do with fear. Are we destroyed by fear, or do we destroy fear? Were the Israelites afraid? I'm sure they were. Put yourself in that situation. Would you be afraid? The Egyptians, they're kicking you out. But you're just still like, okay, I hear this Moses guy. I mean, through Aaron, they speak a good spiel. There's a lot of miracles that happen, a lot of plagues that happen. But what happens after that? But what if Pharaoh changes his mind? What if he catches up to us? Which we knew how that played out. Pharaoh changed his mind. He caught up to them. The Most High, by using Moses, split the Sea of Reeds or the Red Sea. I'm not here to debate. And the Israelites were able to walk through the Red Sea on dry land, and the Egyptians got dealt with. It took courage. And it's going to take courage. You are a child of the Most High. You have nothing to be afraid of. The Most High got you. He got you, fam. You got this. You got this. Say it with me. Say, I got this. Say, I got this. 1, 2, 3. I got this. Why? Repeat after me. The Most High got this. Repeat after me. The Most High got this. One more again. The Most High got this. Believe that. Know that. Your faith is in the Most High. Faith is not a mere belief. From a Hebraic viewpoint, faith is a pillar. It's firm. It's a foundation. Have faith in the Most High. As the Most High said to Joshua, be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Don't have that fear mindset. Don't have that mindset. Don't say these words. I can't. Get those words out of your vocabulary. I repeat, get those words out of your vocabulary. I can't. What you mean you can't? Yes, you can. You got this. Why? Because the Most High got this. Let's change the way we think. Let's change the way we speak. We know through faith, the Most High got this. The Most High will deliver us from economic bondage, from economic Egypts. The Most High has presented you a present. You know what you got to do. You have to make that move in haste. Don't delay, and seize that opportunity. Whatever it is, whatever it is, whatever it is. In righteousness, seize that opportunity. Make that move. In closing, sometimes you must make a move. Opportunity windows close. You're going to get opportunities in life, family. You're going to get so many opportunities the Most High is going to present to you. But those windows are real small. You got to make a move immediately. I know when I first saw my wife, I made that move immediately. And she's a witness. She's in the other room right now. I wish she was in the room. I wish she was right here. I wish I could get another fist pump. Okay. Hey, if you're single family, the Most High presents opportunities. The Most High will present an opportunity, but that window is a short one. You have to move. You have to make that move before it closes. Whether if it's meeting somebody special, meeting somebody potential, whether if it's in business, you have to seize that opportunity before it closes. Israel had one moment. If they hesitated, who knows what would have happened? Pharaoh could have changed his mind. Who knows? History would have been written differently. Things would have been pushed back. They would have been in bondage longer. Is it possible to say they never would have got out of bondage? Is it possible? Or am I crazy for throwing these possibilities? Or would it just been extended? The slavery of Egypt would have been extended. Is that safe to say? Opportunities sometimes require decisive action. Whether it be buying a stock, which I encourage, the S&P 500, which you can get a mutual fund or an index fund that mirrors the S&P 500. Buy it and hold. Keep buying it, and keep holding it. Starting a business. Becoming an entrepreneur, firing your boss to become a boss because you are a boss. Men and women in the Most High, we are bosses. That business that you desire to start, that answers problems in our economy, in our society. Business is what runs America. Entrepreneurship runs America. Entrepreneurship creates opportunities, creates jobs for others. And it's okay to have a job. But if you ask me, it's better to be an entrepreneur, to be an investor. But if you like your job, hey, I get it. You enjoy it. It's your passion. So it just depends on your situation, family. Opportunities require decisive action. Buying a stock, starting a business, purchasing property, or a REIT through the stock market. Conviction over fear. As an investor, my wife and I, we speak about this all the time. We get in, I don't want to give too much. I'm not going to give too much. I'm going to say this. I'm going to leave this breadcrumb. I'm going to leave this unleavened breadcrumb. Conviction over fear. You must have conviction over fear. Imagine leaving Egypt overnight. Put yourself in a time machine. You're amongst the Israelites. You're leaving overnight. No long planning, just faith. Economic principle, conviction beats hesitation. Conviction beats hesitation. People who succeed financially often act when others hesitate. The Most High provides the provision. Before the Israelites left, Israel received Egypt's wealth. Exodus 12:36. Right here, fam. As mentioned earlier. And the Most High gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. See, I told you so. I told you so, family. I said that word lent. Let's go to tools. Let's check out some other translations. KJV heads, don't get mad. All these translations are cool. I prefer the Hebrew. You feel me? Out of respect, I prefer the Hebrew. Now, if you desire to decode, to parse, to read, and understand, and write, and speak what you see on screen, Hebrew, go below this video, click on the Biblical Hebrew bundle. I recommend the bundle. Click on the Hebrew Mastery bundle. Let's go to Bibles. NIV. The Lord had made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and they gave them what they asked for, so they plundered the Egyptians. ESV. And the Lord has given the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they let them have what they asked. Thus they plundered the Egyptians. The Israelites spoiled the Egyptians. They plundered the Egyptians. Economic lesson. When the Most High moves you into a new season, resources appear. Sometimes investors appear. Opportunities appear. Ideas appear. Make that move. Make that move, family. Do not be afraid. The Most High, He got you. Because the Most High knows that you desire to bless your family, your seed, your legacy with financial freedom, financial literacy, and generational wealth. Unleavened bread, as you see on my shirt. Unleavened bread equals no delay. Leavened bread, bread that is leavened, it takes time to rise. Leaven takes time to rise, family. Unleavened bread represents urgency and readiness. Don't let overthinking delay your opportunity. Many people are still in financial Egypt because they are afraid to make a move, such as investing in stocks, which I encourage the S&P 500. You can do so through a mutual fund or through index funds, buying property, starting a business, learning a new skill. Skills will pay the bills. Oh, yes, they do. Egypt represents comfort, but bondage. Egypt represents complacency. The promised land represents risk, but freedom. The Israelites took a risk. They made an investment by making that move out of Egypt. Not all of them made it. The first generation men did not make it. The children of Israel, after the 40 years, after the Exodus, then after the 40 years, made it to the promised land. It's time, family, to make that play. It's go time. It's go time. For those who like sports, I like sports. It's cool. You know, I don't watch sports much anymore. Last time I watched any sports, I want to say it was the finals, last year's finals between the Thunder and the Pacers, which I enjoyed. It was a great series. It was good to see new teams, two smaller market teams in the finals. I thought that was a great fresh. It was great fresh breath of air. I'm surprised that fresh. It was a good thing to see. There we go. It was good to see two new teams and some new stars duke it out in the finals. But as we see in sports, teams that get on top, teams that get that W, they make that play. They make plays. Football, for example, we use Michael Irvin, the playmaker. He made plays. Emmitt Smith, he made plays. That Dallas Cowboys offensive line, they created plays for the playmaker, Michael Irvin, for Emmitt Smith, the running back, and Troy Aikman, the quarterback, to be the shining stars of the Dallas Cowboys that they were. And I'm a 49er fan saying this, so I feel kind of weird, family. Well, I was a 49er fan. I'm not a 49er fan no more because I don't watch sports. But when I did watch sports, I was a 49er fan, so I feel kind of type of way saying this. But we have to create plays for one another. And it takes conviction, it takes faith, and it takes action. Last verse. Let's go to Deuteronomy 16:13. Let's go, fam. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life. Thus remember the day which thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life. Never forget where you came from. Never forget where you came from. Never forget where you come from. Always remember the day you came out of Egypt, all the days of your life. Leaving bondage is a mindset, not just history. All praises, all glory, all kavod to the Most High Yah. I hope, family, today's message gave you some encouragement. Hopefully it gave you some encouragement. It gave you some humor. It gave you something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this live stream, and thank you for being patient with me. I go live on Friday. I go live at 5:30 on Wednesdays on Kingdom Economics. So I apologize once again for the delay. See what I did there, for the delay. But the delay wasn't on me. It was on the live stream. But you know what? It's all good because it made me a better live streamer. So I'm thankful for the mistakes. Mistakes are actual lessons. Mistakes are lessons. Mistakes are not mistakes, they're lessons. It's all about having that mindset, family. having a mindset that is not in bondage, but a mindset that's on freedom. All glory to the Most High. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat and everybody listening online. Let's continue to love the Most High with all of our heart, all of our soul, and all of our might. Let's love our neighbor as we love ourselves. All glory to Yah. I'm Jaden Israel. Until next time, peace and blessings, fam.